Hermie, modest gains of the early going for Denny Hamlin. Started 19th, has worked his way to 15th. They took 4 tires, made an adjustment when he came in at lap 33. He continues to say, I need the truck to turn better. He's been good at this racetrack, not in the Truck Series, but a top 10 in the Nextel Cup, and he finished 3rd earlier this season in NASCAR Busch Series competition here at Martinsville.
See right there, it seems like it happens more in turn 4 than turn 2, where they get those left side tires below that yellow line, just helps that car to turn late exit.
Here's a guy here that's glad to be back on the racetrack, Bobby Labonte. He had a lot of issues yesterday, in relief for Robbie Gordon, who is out of the country out at the moment.
And we should tell the story that Bobby terminated his contract with the 71 team with owner Kevin Buckler, and he will be in this car for Robbie this weekend, and then 2 races in the 09 car for James Finch at Daytona and then Chicagoland.
Because at nighttime, the track cools down, you get a lot of grip.
Chase Miller, of course, 6 on the charts, bumped down by that man right there. Mike Skinner has moved back on top with the Toyota. It is the only Toyota right now running in the top 18 in speeds. And obviously we're keeping track of that for you because of the new spacer change. But Skinner, who ran last night in the Truck Series, finished 10th in that race, has taken over the #1 spot just like he did earlier today. Vince Welch.
Well, we talked a little bit about the situation facing this team. Of course, David Rudeman, the normal driver for this car, but he is 4th out in the qualifying order later this afternoon. And with the qualifying here beginning about 10 minutes after practice ends at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Suit drivers, this is Bobby Hamilton Sr. now in this 09 car. Johnny Sauter, of course, over in Memphis for the Busch race. Bobby was 14th quickest in practice. Not a great first lap. 1988. This is a go or go home car, Jeff. He's got some work to do getting off turn 4 here.
And definitely so. I mean, I really expected Bobby to be a lot quicker than that. I've worked with him before. He's won here at Martinsville driving for the Petties one time, picks it up a little bit on his second lap, goes to a 1978, which helps him get into the show. But at the same time, I thought he'd been further up there yet because he is a very good short track racer.
This year, Chicagoland, the 2nd Dover race, and most recently at Texas.
Here's Jamie McMurray in that 2nd James Finch car, the 09 car. And this is a go or go home car. Yesterday he was 15th quickest.
Now, you heard him say earlier, guys, just how good a lap do I need to run? I don't want to wreck this thing. Have enough guys had problems to where I can just put down a lap and make this race? And right now, he's using up a lot of racetrack, Larry.
Well, he ran a 31.53. If he can just better that by just a little bit, he'll be in this show. But he is not there yet, 31.68. So he needs to actually pick it up a little bit. That's going to be very borderline.
His car is numb.
Still numb.
Numb.
No response.
No response.
It's not listening to us what he needs to run.
That's what my wife says to me. Listen, no response. Numb.
Selective here.
That's it.
So Jamie needs to pick it up about 1/10 and a half if he definitely wants to race later on this evening here in this 300-miler. Let's see what he can do. He actually slows down just a little bit.
That is not what he wanted to do.
Very borderline. But that will lock Brent Sherman in the 15 car into the show for tonight.
McMurray finished 2nd here in the Busch Series race a year ago. Now fighting to make the show. More Busch Bowl qualifying straight.
I mean, he said this is a tough day for him.
Oh, yeah.
He's been with Labonte for 10 years. And this is the last race for him.
And they want to do well, all of them.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they'd like nothing better than to walk out of here with a winner's trophy and a checkered flag tomorrow night as we watch Reed Sorenson. Pretty good time there.
A great time. Another car that had to qualify on time or not race tomorrow. And guess what? That first one, 11th best time, and he'll be here tomorrow.
You know, you think about it, BP, Bobby and that team, 11 years together, won a championship together, all the races they've won together, and what would be better to say thank you on both parts than to walk out of here with a trophy.
Oh, wouldn't that be sweet?
Yeah.
And you had a great run at Phoenix last week.
Yes, top 5.
Yeah.
Pretty good for Reed Sorenson. He will be in the Ford 400 on Sunday, 11th fastest, 2nd lap a little bit slower. Of course, Reed going to run both the Nextel Cup and NASCAR Busch Series.
There's the 45. First time we've had an opportunity to mention Eric Darnell back in the series, running with Nice Motorsports. Last raced in the Truck Series back in 2008. Ran some Xfinity races in 2012.
Spencer Davis there in the 11. That's ODW's throwback to 04 when he ran a truck race. There's Darnell. Good picture of Eric.
I know how excited he was to get that call from Cody Efaw at Nice Motorsports and an opportunity to run this truck. And I would expect, as Cody explained to me earlier today, that Nice is going to probably pare down their 4-truck operation down to 3 as they.
In the Xfinity Series, we've got him on the radio.
Hey, Elliott, Booth Boy is up top. You got it?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, you picked a good one to come racing for your first time back in forever. It's going to be well over 100 degrees outside. It'll be really hot in that car. Are you ready?
I think so. I'm actually looking forward to it, man. I think we're going to have a good day. You guys have done a good job. I love the paint scheme. Thank you to Nutrient Ag Solutions, everybody, for letting us do this. And, man, I can't wait to get going.
So what's the goal today, man? Tell us what you're looking to do.
Well, I just want to run the whole race. Hopefully finish in the top 10, top 5. Go out on a good note, man. I've thoroughly enjoyed my racing career. I've met so many great people through this sport, you know, on and off the racetrack. Very blessed to come from such a small town and make it this far. And have thoroughly enjoyed my career. No regrets. I've had a lot of fun, but definitely looking forward to closing, you know, this chapter in my life and move on to other things. But I want to thank my mom and dad back home, and of course all my family and friends for all their support, and looking forward to ending it on a good note.
18-year-old Trevor Bayne in the 52 car. And, you know, I was reading about this effort. Trevor Bayne's from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Right.
And Dale Earnhardt Jr. is involved in this. And what's neat about this is one of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s favorite drivers, if not his top driver, was Jimmy Means. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Bradley Means, Jimmy's sons, were buddies, along with Jason Jarrett, Dale Jarrett's son, and Jimmy Means. That's a Jimmy Means car.
And the other thing, when I was talking to Trevor earlier, you know, even though he's 18 years of age, it may be his first nationwide race here, but he's raced here before 3 times in the Hooters Cup. So he said, but the cool thing about it is, Jeff, he said, actually, this car feels better than those cars because they got more tire, and I like the way the car has got some throttle response.
Can tell the guys, hey, my steering wheel's off, which means your toe is out or something's bent in the suspension. Looks like that may have been,
He was the one that did the flying 360 and threw up the cloud of smoke.
Hey, and uh-oh, the Jimmy. Easy, Jimmy. Attaboy, Jimmy.
Oh, just a touch. Just a touch. Jeffrey does a great job, does a 360, and somebody went by and took off that right front fender cap.
Tony Raines having a very solid run in the 00 car. Next week, Justin Labonte will take over this car for the final 2 races this year, and then will drive this car all of 2005. Tony says the car is good. It was loose earlier. They have fixed that.
Year gone. Truex is 13th overall, 3rd among the Toyotas with a 48-16. And here's our Fox colleague, Jamie McMurray. Next week he'll be in the studio. He'll trade his fire suit for either a 2 or a 3-piece. The Joplin, Missouri driver has competed in 17 Daytona 500s, and he won it for Chip Ganassi in 2010.
What's he drinking already, Jeff? I thought he's in shape. His whole career, doesn't need liquids.
Driving for Spire Motorsports.
88, Brendan Gaunton the 2. Another spin.
Sideways once again. This time Travis Pastrana in the 88 goes around.
He's in the 98, but I know what you mean, Rick. Is off turn 4, just like we saw Todd Bodine struggle. You saw Travis bring it to a stop there, and all 4 tires of his tires are going to be flat. He'll have to try to get those chains right quick so that he doesn't go a lap down. See if we just loose again.
Yeah, same position really as Todd Bodine was, and he held on to it as he got around the corner. Did a nice job keeping that thing out of the outside wall, it appears. And again, a nice job by the other guys avoiding him.
So the caution comes out once again for a spin in turn 4 once again. They go to work on that.
Shane Meal trying to make his Winston Cup debut, driving Richard Petty's 43. The problem is he may not be in the field for the Pepsi 400. And what a... I try to remember the last time, if there's been a time when a Petty 43's not been in a race here at Daytona.
I don't think he's going to make it because right now he's 19th out of 19 cars that are running. he does not have the owner's provisional to fall back on. So,
boy, we'll have to wait and see, but that could be a big story on the night tonight. Dave Burns has been meandering around the grounds. Dave, where are you?